So did I. I always like it when I can plug it into the system.
Yeah, that makes it so much easier when the computer does the work for you.
Yeah. I like it when I feel like I understand it, and then I can repeat it, and I'm like, oh, I think I do understand it.
Yeah, and there weren't many formulas, and the only one there was super easy to remember. So, well, should we just start going through then?
Yeah, let's go ahead and go through.
Yeah.
Okay, so part 2, the correlation coefficient between head length and body length of the Jarial crocodiles is R equals 0.986.
Awesome.
So for number 2, the covariance of the head length and body length is, I times the R, the 0.986 by the two numbers. What are they called again? Sorry.
Standard deviation.
XY. Or
SX and XY. Oh, that's embarrassing. I got 108.078 and 14.397, and the box it popped up with 1533.734.
That's right. You have something that you can plug in to Excel, right?
I do.
Colson, you need to sit down.
So
Is that the same number you got?
I did it old school. I did it on my calculator.
Oh.
Yeah, I did too, but I got 1534.215.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the same that I got. Well, I got 1534.21489, but then just rounded up that third number up to 5.
Right.
What did I do? Let me try it on my calculator.
So the first number, the first SX, did you get 108.078?
Yeah.
And the second one, 14.397?
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the video, he didn't use anything after the decimal, I thought. Did he? Because when I did it on Excel, I got the additional numbers like the 18.793. But when I watched the video, he said it was 1534.
You know, I had a question about that actually when I was doing the homework assignment. There were times when I did the covariance, especially when you got like a really long number, that it dropped anything past the decimal.
Yeah.
So you know, I don't know. I mean, I kept what I got on the decimal there, but I only got as many decimal places to the right as my calculator would allow. So it was only like 1 or 2 decimals that would be dropped. I kept them on for the answers, but when I checked the answer sheet, they had dropped them. But for some reason, for this covariance, they kept it on.
Well,
in general, I just round to 3 decimal places, unless it tells you otherwise. I don't know why it cut them off for the answer key for the homework, but you'll still be counted right if you just include the decimals.
Okay, awesome.
Okay. So either way, so if the homework quiz is like the homework assignment, if we drop the decimals or if we just keep 3 decimals, either way it would be correct?
I would keep the 3 decimals just in case, because that's for this class, that's what we're always asked to do, is just round to 3 decimals. But I think in this particular homework it tells you where to round to.
Okay.
Okay. Because I think when I did the homework, I think mine, oh no, it had a decimal. Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say.
All right, just making sure.
Okay, and so for the next question, for the scatter plot, I'm just going to share my screen. This is the scatter plot I got. So create a scatter plot representing the relationship between the head length and the body length of the Jarial, crocodiles,
Everything
and
I
paste
say
your
that.
scatter plot below. So this is the scatter plot that I had.
That's about how mine looked. It looks a little bit different, like the colors, but aside from that, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah, because you did yours on Excel, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I do have one
So it's like
question
these
on that.
little
Does it
tiny
matter
squares.
which we put on the y-axis?
Well,
I think it said the explanatory variable goes in the. Which one is it? Let me find my notes. Goes in the first one, which I think is the. Where are my notes? Oh, right here, my book.
Mm-hmm.
The explanatory goes first, and then the response variable goes second. So the explanatory variable goes in the y-axis, and the response variable goes in the x-axis.
Are you ready for number 4?
Yeah.
So discuss the relationship you see in the scatter plot between the two sets of variant data for the Jarial crocodile. I put strong positive correlation.
Yep. Or a linear, strong positive association.
Yeah.
Yep. That's basically what I put.
Put strong positive.
Strong, positive, linear. Yeah. As long as all three of those words are there.
Are you ready for the quiz? No?
I think so. That was a very okay.
Woo.
So
Okay,
are we
you
ready
ready?
to start the quiz?
I think so.
Well, let's see. We have to pull up.
Does
It
it say
looks like
anything
Old
we need to?
So
Faithful.
this is the group meeting, not the homework.
Yeah, the homework has things from the past that we need to go over.
Okay. But the group meeting, do we not have to pull up Old Faithful attachment?
Oh, yeah, you're right, down at the bottom.
Old Faithful.
You're also going to be using the math self-efficacy data. I don't know why they didn't attach that one, but you can just find it in the textbook on the data files page.
Okay.
Huh. They only brought up Old Faithful for Excel. They didn't bring up Old Faithful for SPSS.
Oh, that's right. I don't know why they did that either, but that one you can
Yes.
also find in the textbook.
Okay, let's bring
I
that up.
remember.
Okay. It is. Yeah, Old Faithful is on SPSS. So.
And what was the other one that we need? Math self-efficiency?
Self-efficacy?
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then Old Faithful. Okay.
Okay.
My husband would be the one to talk to, and he's not doing. So he's actually probably home in the morning. Yeah.
Okay.
Greg.
Okay.
Okay.
He's not.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Ready?
Number 3, the correlation coefficient is used to quantify, let's see, I think it is the direction and strength of the linear relationship.
Yeah. Because it's not the non-linear. Otherwise, it wouldn't be. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They talked about non-linear, but he was just like going over it roughly, at least in the video.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. If the coefficient is negative, or correlation coefficient is negative, when one variable increases, the other tends to Oh, if it's negative, one variable, when one variable increases, the other tends to decrease.
I like the sound effects.
We've got great sound effects from Karina.
That's my job.
Okay, did you guys get the same thing?
Yeah. So it
Okay.
decreases.
Yeah, so decrease, right?
Increase.
Yeah.
When it's positive, they both increase.
Yes.
Then they both increase, right? Okay.
So number 5, the effect of outliers on the correlation coefficient is not significant. I thought false.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Totally mess up everything. Okay. Old Faithful.
Mom,
Hey, I'm in a meeting.
we can't. It costs you.
Okay. I'm taking a test.
Holy cow. There's a lot of data.
He's the one who thinks about that kind of thing. So it's like, well, okay.
So I got 0.901.
I wouldn't do anything. Best thing is just to talk to him directly. When it comes to that kind of thing, it's just
1 second.
compartmentalized and not
Okay.
Yep.
You said you got
90.
901? Yeah. So did I.
Wait, what did you say? 0.901?
Yeah, 0.901.
Yeah. Okay.
Covariance. Did you guys get 13.945?
Well, like
Open
always,
it up.
you're a lot faster than me, so I'm still in the process.
You beat me before. I thought maybe everyone was ahead of me. I was trying to catch you. I was like, oh no.
I'm still finding the SX and the SY.
I can't, my Excel isn't letting me plug in the information.
Really?
So I'm going to get all the way out and come back to me.
Okay, so I got 13.98111,703.
I got 13.98008.
I got 13.945.
Oh, this is wonderful. Okay.
Let me see if Excel is just pulling it up weird.
So let's look.
Can I ask you, what's your standard deviations?
So I have 1.1414 and 13.595.
So I have 13.595.
Sorry, you know what? I wrote it. Mine says 13.955 or 595, but I wrote down 594. So you're probably right, Kimberly.
Okay.
But for the SX, I got 1.139.
Huh.
According to the calculator. Well, not the calculator. Just the quantitative inference procedures paper. I could screen share if you want.
And I just pulled mine up on descriptives on SPSS.
I just got the same thing you did, Kimmery.
Let's see.
So,
what's your mean?
My mean. So I got
Where's
I have the SX as 1.139, and the SY is 13.595. So that's the same. I don't know why the SX is different.
Yeah, that's weird. Well, let's see. It says round to 1 decimal place. So would we be the same, 13.9? Is that how we would round it?
1 point. Say that again.
because
It says round to the 1 decimal place.
yeah. Well,
Oh, that might
Now,
solve our
so-
problem entirely.
So either way, we
wait,
would be
wait.
the same, right?
13.9, right?
Yeah.
If we're
Yeah,
rounding to 1 decimal
13.9.
point, do we go from then 8 and round up to?
Oh, do we round that up so it's 14?
That's what I was thinking, that it would be 14.
Because on mine, the next one is 4. What would we do in this situation?
So when I took the quiz, I rounded it up to 14 because I rounded the 8 up, which moves the 9 to a 0 and rounds it to 14, and it counted that right. My guess is if you did 13.9, it would probably count it right, but I'm not sure. So you could probably just put 14 because I know it'll count that one right.
Okay.
I just put 14.0.
Okay.
Carrie, or Karina, would you have gotten 14 if you had rounded up to, because you had 13.9 and then it changed after that, right?
Yeah, it was 13.94.
Oh.
So it would have stayed 13.9, right? For you?
Maybe
Yeah.
if they were like putting it in a plot graph, the difference between like 0.1 would be like almost insignificant, but
We'll have to see.
I
And
might
a
as
lot
well
of
put
times
it.
on these quizzes, it gives it an allowance for a couple decimal places, but I just don't know which questions it does that for and which ones it doesn't. But it would probably count it right.
What did you get, Minette? Because you use Excel too, don't you?
You had to get all the way back out and re-put everything in. So
okay.
mine is like responding super slowly, so I'm sorry. I'm still trying to enter in the Y variables. Sorry.
Okay.
Got it.
No, you're fine. Well, I'm going to put 14 because that's what mine would round to.
Yeah, that's what.
So I guess whatever you're comfortable with, Karina.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's just a little bit of a difference too between the SPSS and the.
Yeah. And it's true. I know in the past before we've had it be slightly different, and we've both put in like the separate answers, and both have gotten it right.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's not working anymore. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Got it!
Yay! So what did you get then?
Okay.
Did you get the 13.94?
For the covariance, I got 13.9448448.
Okay, so it must be just the difference between Excel and SPSS.
And
The question is, does one dare risk it? I'll risk it. I'll risk it later when I can change my answer because I have 2 tries.
That's a good time. That's a good time to bet.
for the correlation, did you get 0.901?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so now my quiz is done.
What happened?
Did it submit on you?
I hope not. Oh, shoot. Oh, okay, there it is.
Phew.
So for number 6, the correlation coefficient is at the 0.9. whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 0.901.
And the covariance of duration is
It says to round to 1 decimal, so we rounded up to 14.
Oh, you did round up to 14. Okay.
Yeah.
But we were just having
Just
a conversation about that there might be a difference between SPSS and Excel.
Okay.
Whereas mine and Kimmery's would round up to 14, whereas in Excel it would have kept you at 13.9.
Right.
But we felt confident in 14.0.
Cool. So for question 8. Did you already go on to question 8?
Mm-mm.
We just waited.
You're right with us. Okay, now let's remember with this quiz not to put any periods after the
letter.
Yes,
the letters.
after the letter.
Did it count it wrong when you did that?
Yeah.
It did.
Both Karina and I put periods after the letters in our last one, and Kimmery and Minette did not, and they got 100, and then Karina and I both got 82.
That stinks.
I know.
You wrote an email to the teacher though.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so we're hoping
I thought she was
that
going to go in there and fix any issues. I don't know if it was her announcement or she sent out an email today. One of the things I read.
I hope
That's good.
so.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Now, I'll admit, this kind of confuses me, understanding how to figure what the coefficient would be.
So, for 0, if it's 0, then it's like you can see basically almost no correlation. It's just
there's
a
no
mass.
direction. Yeah, it's just kind of a mass.
So that's what I thought. So that would be C, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause it's just kind of all over the place.
That's what I was thinking.
And then when R equals 1, whether it be positive or negative, you're going to have like it's going to look like a perfect line. So if it's 1, it'll be a perfect line going up, and if it's a negative 1, it'll be a perfect line going down.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. So A for 9
Does it matter
and D for 10.
What did you say, Minette?
Does it matter if you do capitals or lowercase?
I'm just, whatever I type in, I'm not even messing with it since the last time. I'm not sure. I'm going with lowercase. It feels good to me.
Yeah, I did lowercase.
Okay, so
I would think the letters would be okay either way.
did you say number 9?
9
So then,
So 9 I put A, and then 10 I put D.
yeah. So 11 I'm thinking is B.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then 12 would be E.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that would leave us with F for 13.
Because that one's not quite as high. I mean, you can still see it's kind of going somewhere, but it's not quite as, like, honed in as the other ones.
It's kind of in that moderate.
Yeah.
Yeah, the moderate
leaning towards weak, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now we need the math self-efficiency.
I kept saying efficiency too.
Oh yeah, efficacy. That's right.
I'm not saying that right. Okay. Okay. Okay, I've got a 0.7 728.
Yay.
And I'm almost there.
Yeah, I have to plug it in. Means I have to delete this last one.
So 0.728.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yep.
0.729.
I feel
Oh.
This will be good to hear what Karina's got too. That if you guys have the same thing, then again, it's the difference between the two systems.
cool. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa.
I don't even have to have this screen on. I can just hear everything. It's awesome.
I think I just snorted a little bit, sorry.
So let's see. It says your answer should be exact.
Okay.
So
Well,
I guess
here's
that
something to think
means-
about. Okay, the last time we did not have any difference between our correlation coefficient for last problem. We both got 0.901.
So I got 0.729.
Okay.
What did you guys get?
0.729 on Excel.
Yeah, and on SPSS.
0.728.
Yeah.
Should be exactly 0.01 off.
See. Yeah,
0.729. So should we put 8 or 9 then?
And that would make a difference.
No, it's interesting that, I mean, the last one that we did, it was the same.
Yeah.
Kirsty, what do we do on that?
I would go with the SPSS one.
Do it?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I put, and it counted it right. So
0.728.
Does it matter if we put a 0 in front or not? Either way, it counts it correct.
yeah, it should.
Oh my god.
Okay.
And for the covariant,
Covariant, I got 11.18.
Yeah. I got 11.
Yeah, that's what I got.
so we got 11.2, but if we're rounding to 2 decimals, would that be...
1.
The next over is a 4 for us, so it's 11.184.
1.8. Yeah, we wouldn't round that.
But our correlation coefficient is 0.001 lower than yours.
Yeah. So maybe we should then stick with the SPSS for this one too, since that's what we did for 14.
It was 11.
Yeah.
So
11.18.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Does yours say around
11.18.
to 3 decimals?
It says to 2.
2.
Okay. Mine says 3. I don't know why.
Oh, really?
Will it
But
match
I'm
us
sure if
wrong
it
we
tells
do-
you 2, then that's what it wants. So you should be good.
Okay.
It does say 2 on ours, anyway.
all of a sudden nervous.
I know, me too. Could we go over them real quick just to make
Yeah.
sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
So number 3 should be A. 4 should be C. 5 should be false. 6 should be 0.901. For 7, we said 14.0. 8 is C. 9 is A. 10 is D. 11 is B. 12 is E. 13 is F. And 14, we did 0.728. And 15, 11.18.
Yes.
11.18.
Ready?
Right?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
And no
Here we
periods,
go.
right?
No period.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, good.
It always feels good. It feels so good. Awesome.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Good.
Well, when I do the homework,
Thank you.
if I get it wrong the first time, I'll just plug it into the other one. I'll be like, well,
Try
yeah.
Okay, I was going to get ready to do some of the stuff for our assignment, for our project.
Yes.
And I was taking
Yes.
all of the information that you had given. So I have all of the collect the data. So I'm just making sure that because I have lost all confidence after that last test, to make sure I'm running the right tests, plugging the information that I need to into the correct, doing the correct hypothesis test.
Okay. So I think you're asking a really awesome question right now because the question was based just on how many greens.
Yeah.
So it was going to be originally we were just testing the greens against the rest of the M&Ms.
Yeah.
But when everyone else was, or at least I looked at Minette's and she had like done all of the colors, so then I followed suit. Is that what everyone did, was each of the colors? So then what it would be is it would be that chai squared.
I saw the chi squared, but we're not doing something that's categorical. Are we?
Yeah, they're colors. Wait, right?
Because, well, if we group them by color, then it is categorical. Even though we have a numerical amount, they're still grouped per color, right?
Yeah.
That was my thought. So then it would be a chi squared. Is it chai or chi?
It's actually Kai.
Kai.
Hi.
Either one of those.
I love it because Kirsty, she can help us with our math, and she's
You're
correcting
sitting there laughing at us.
grade 5. It's awesome.
That's
Okay, so
funny.
we're saying that we're going to do chi squared.
Yeah, so then what we would need to do is adjust our, we'd have to choose which we want to do. Would we want to go with the original question of how many greens, because then it would be 2 items, so we'd be testing 2 proportions because we would have how many greens out of, or would it be 1 proportion? Because it'd be 1 proportion.
1 proportion of green, yeah.
Because we'd be taking just the greens out of the whole number sample. And that was our original question. So we would be doing, our original question was a 1 sample z-test for a proportion. And then, because if we did all the different colors, we'd have to reword our hypothesis question to include all of the colors somehow.
You know, we should probably stick with the original question, because that's what we've turned in.
Yeah.
So all the information
And that's what
we've
was
turned in.
approved.
Yeah, that's what was approved. So we should probably go ahead and stick with that. So you're saying that it would be a 1 sample or a 1 proportion test.
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure I understand.
And then the null, if we remember, was from that website. It was like 16% were greens.
Oh, yeah.
And our guess was that they were gypping us. They weren't giving us enough greens. So then it would be...
Which I totally felt when I was doing my thing. I'm like, there are no greens in here.
Really? I was like, there were so many greens in this bag.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought
had
there were a lot of
so
greens.
many oranges. I was maybe
Really?
it's just on the East Coast. Maybe they're just dipping us on the East Coast. That's what's going on.
Funny.
They're just giving us orange.
I think I had the most brown. Hardly any red.
I couldn't remember.
I was gypped on the red.
What were you saying, Annette?
I couldn't remember if we're doing the 1 pound bag, so I got a 1 pound bag and a 2 pound bag, just in case.
Well, so it's 8 sets of 60.
Yeah.
So whichever bag
so I think
fit
either
that.
way, yeah.
I think mine was a 1 pound. And there were still
our
some M&Ms left.
alternative is less than, right?
Yeah.
We think it's less than.
Yeah. We thought they were gypping us on the greens.
Mhm.
And the null was 0.16% according to that website.
Yeah.
And then you would just take the total of all of the greens for each of us, put that in the X, and then the total number of M&Ms counted in the N. Maybe you already know this. And I'm just being annoying.
It still sounds to me like it's not a one proportion test, that it would be a quantitative test. This is where I kept getting confused between the quantitative and the categorical.
So I think it's because we're testing how many of a color, and we're just counting up how many people fall into that category. That's what we're doing, because we can't change the number of something green. It's just how many things fall into that category. Whereas if we were doing like height, because for each height, the height would be a number, right? Is that how it goes?
That's why, because we're counting something, I guess that's kind of a, whereas, we can double the number, like we can all get different numbers of green.
Right. But it will always be green.
Yeah.
My thought is that we are grouping it in a category, the category of green.
Yeah.
Okay.
So even though we're counting them, we are grouping in a color category.
Yeah.
But then we're trying to find out the number.
What are your thoughts, Kirsty? Does that sound right?
So if you pull up your... Are we doing this right, Kirsty?
Yeah, it would be
Okay.
categorical because what you're looking at is the proportion of greens
Awesome.
out of the total.
Oh, good.
Which is almost exactly what my group did when I took this class. We did pink starburst, so this is cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like,
That's funny. Anything we can eat afterwards.
right?
Exactly. That's why we chose it. We were like, we all get starburst afterwards that we get to eat, so that's cool.
Oh, we were so happy to be able to eat those M&Ms.
I'm making
Okay.
cookies.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and run a test for one proportion for the green. It might be fun just to kind of include the chi-squared test just to see how all of those other ones kind of fall in. It would kind of be cool to have a pie with all of the different colors and be able to see.
Just for fun, we could put it like the end of our slide show.
Yeah.
Just in case you
Yeah,
wanted
that's a
to
good
know.
idea.
Just for extra information.
There you go. So then this would
Yeah,
be what our hypothesis is this test, and then you can include a pie graph. Or you can email me the pie graph that you get, and I'll include it in the...
Do you want me to do just a pie, or do you want me to do a bar graph as well?
I think we could probably do both.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do both.
I wonder if it's
So
possible to
you
make
did
the
get all our
colors
data,
with
correct?
I did. I got all of your data, so I can input all the data, but feel free to just double check to make sure like I said, my confidence is shaken. Even now, where I'm like, I think it might be a quantitative. I am so messed up on that. I can run all of the figures all day long and do great with that, but when I have to actually figure out when to plug them in and when to use them, whoo.
Yeah, that's tricky.
So then, only you turn in this one, and then the teacher will count it for all of us. Is that correct?
That was my understanding. Just like when you turned in the
So your grades
Design.
like went up for that one. She counted them
so
towards your
right.
grades.
yeah, because you turned in the design the study, and then we all turned in the collect the data, and then I turn in the describe the data,
Right.
and then
So after you're done, after you kind of put it all together, if you want to just send us an email so
Well,
we can all just kind of look over it.
yeah, I'll send an email out, and then I'll have it done by our Thursday meeting.
Okay.
Awesome.
So we can
Sounds
we can
good.
talk about it and look over it again on Thursday before we turn it in on Saturday.
Perfect.
Sounds perfect.
Yay!
You need anything else then?
No, I think we should have all of the data that we need, as long as we have the hypothesis, the null hypothesis, the alternative, and then I just need to double check on the test to make sure I input it correct.
Sweet. Thank you, ladies.
Thank
Sounds
you.
good. Thank you. Thanks for joining, Kirsty.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
thanks for
Christy.
letting me join.
Awesome.
Thank you. All right. See everyone Thursday.
See you on Thursday.
Yeah.
Have a great night.